Shalom, I like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to apostles and elders, great millstone that taught us his word. So I just want to talk about what's going on. So apparently, there's a big earthquake that happened this week over in Turkey. They're saying about over 20,000. Yeah, about 21,000 are dead now from that earthquake, man. The Most High sent. So, that's part of the signs to watch for. These earthquakes, diverse places, wars, rumors of wars. And it's just gonna, Lord will, it's just gonna get worse and worse, man. You know, Hopefully it's the year that the prophecies come to pass. But I got this article out of ZeroHedge.com. Apparently the UK is training, you know, Ukrainian soldiers to pilot jets, Western jets. And they're planning on sending, a lot of these fighter jets, over to Ukraine and to train the soldiers over there to fly them. And Russia responded, with that, saying Russia warns of consequences for the entire world. If UK sends jets to Ukraine. This was at ZeroHedge.com. It was dated, yesterday, February 8th. Given the UK government clearly said it is exploring the possibility of sending fighter aircraft to Ukraine, namely its Typhoon jets, upon visit to Ukraine's Zelensky to London. Upon a visit by Ukraine Zelensky's to London, Russia has responded fiercely. Prime Minister Sunak earlier explained the first step in being able to provide advanced aircrafts is to have soldiers or aviators that are capable of using them. That is a process that takes some time. We've started the process today, Sunak said at a news conference with Ukrainian President Zelensky after announcing Britain would train, Ukrainian pilots. Nothing is off the table, and our leadership on this issue is something that we collectively should be very proud of. Russian embassy to UK quickly warned of military and political consequences for the European continent and entire world in response. As for the U.S. Pentagon, the Pentagon on the same day said it still has nothing to announce regarding potential deliveries of fighter jets to Ukraine. Of course, this is all something we've heard before regarding tanks, which recently has been approved. So Lord will, they'll get those jets, they'll get those pilots trained, and we'll see, what Russia does, but that's just more, rumors, wars, and threats, There's another article out of RT, Russia Today, dated February 6th. The world heading into a wider war, UN chief. So everybody's, seems to be escalating, by the day. The world is closer than ever to a global conflict. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned on Monday the global community is not even sleepwalking into a wider war, but marches towards it with its eyes wide open. He stressed in a speech to the General Assembly. The prospects for keeping peace keep diminishing. The chances of further escalation and bloodshed keep growing, Gutierrez said, denouncing the lack of strategic vision and bias that prevent political decision makers from taking steps in the right direction. He says right here, the prospects, is what he said, the prospects of peace keep diminishing, And, Howard Shai said, he's going to, take peace from the earth, man. He didn't come to bring peace, but a sword. So there's nothing but, bloodshed and death. coming. You know, the UN chief also pointed to the fact that scientists have moved the symbolic doomsday clock, which reflects the potential annihilation of humanity, to 90 seconds to midnight, the closest it has ever been to a possible Armageddon. So yeah, we're pushing closer and closer, to the hour of temptation, that chip. They're trying to push that MOTB. The time is Jacob's trouble, and ultimately there's this third world war. These last few major prophecies to look forward to, man. So Lord willing, this escalates and we get closer to the end. Because now it's time to wake out of sleep, man. This is Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Yeah, so we want this. Well, we want this war pushed. We want this MOTB pushed. The mark of the beast. Because that's a sure sign, of the elect's salvation. Lord will, I'm part of that number. And the sincere brothers are part of that number, man. Because that's how we know we're near and closer to that salvation, to the kingdom. Yahweh Shai's kingdom on the planet Earth. His elect being joint heirs to that kingdom. These wars, this last war, man. Knowing the time that now is high time to wake out of sleep. So now is the time, man. Pretty soon, the prophets aren't going to be out there, on these street corners. They're not going to be putting up these videos. You're not going to get the word pretty soon, man. The day's inching closer and closer. So now it's time to awake out of sleep, and get right with this word. Get right with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. So the night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the work of darkness and put on the armor of light. And what's the armor of light, man? This truth, man. Knowing the names and understanding this word and walking in it, walking in the spirit. Because this is the only thing that's going to keep us protected in that day, man. The protection of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that armor, that true armor. It's going to keep us hid in that day, man, and ultimately delivered. From when these missiles drop down, when Russia, drops some missiles, man. This is how you get delivered, This is what was always pushed. All the prophets always pushed about wars, prophesy the downfall of the kingdom. It is no different in this time, man. It's Jeremiah 28 and 8. And the prophets that have been before me, before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Yeah, against great kingdoms. So we got to prophesy against this kingdom right now, man. America, Babylon the Great. This is that great kingdom that we're prophesying against in this time. We're prophesying war, because this is going to bring that destruction, man. Most High is going to allow this war to take place and allow those missiles to get shot off so this place can be destroyed. So Yahweh Shai's kingdom can be ushered in, man. War and of evil and of great pestilence and of pestilence, man. We're seeing that all this now. All this is we're seeing all this now in this time, man. Earthquakes in diverse places, uproars of people, seeing war, prophesied against this great kingdom and pestilence, man. All these diseases out here, man. These pestilence. But yeah, so when he had made that comment, this UN chief, Antonio Guterres, prospects for peace keep diminishing. It made me think of this scripture, it's Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I've come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So yeah, man, Mosai is taking away this peace. The Lord's taking away this peace, to bring in that sword. The scripture says, as soon as they say peace and safety, that's when sudden destruction shall come upon them. The last scripture is Zephaniah 1:14. That great day of the Lord is near, it hasted greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly at the day of the Lord, man. The day of the Lord's righteous anger, his indignation, destruction, man. The hour of temptation, man, all that is near. It's gonna be so bad, time of Jacob's trouble, man. It's gonna be so bad, the mighty men are gonna cry there bitterly, man. The only ones that are gonna have hope are the ones that hope in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. No, that's our only hope in that day, man. And it's near. It's a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a bad day, man. So yeah, like we read in Romans, man, now that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep. Now it's time to get right. So we only got a little bit of time left, man. Once the prophets are off them streets, man, it's done. It's a wrap. But yeah, with that, shalom.